Alright, I'm going to go through it now. And as you can see, these questions are actually not too simple. Am I right? Okay, now let us go through the question first. Is everyone on page 190? Yes. Okay, the question says, the first 4 figures of a sequence are shown. Draw the next 2 figures of the sequence. That's the question, right? Then, copy and complete the table below. Part 3, find the number of dots in the 2020 figure. Will there be a figure in this sequence that has 80,000 dots? Explain your answer. Right? Correct? Okay, now I'm going to show you my answer. You're supposed to do it in your textbook, correct? Now, do you get a figure 5 like that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can see it now? You just follow. Then you have a figure 6 like that, correct? Yes or no? Yes, you know how to count and draw the next 2 figures, correct? Okay, now, next, I'm filling in the blanks. The textbook gives you until line 4, right? Do you get a line 5 and line 6? Like that. Line 5 and line 6, correct? How many can get? How many can get? Can, okay, if you try, you can get, okay? Now, what is the nth line? It should be this one, right? 2 plus n times 4, but when we simplify, it's 2 plus 4n, right? Alright? Okay, now, the 2020 figure number of dots will be, you just substitute in this, right? Do you get an 8082? Do you get an 8082? Okay, then, the last question is what I've done before. Will there be a figure with 80,000 dots? Now, remember I said you solve this? Alright. Then you realize that is this a positive integer? Is this a positive integer? No. So since n is not a positive integer, there will be no figure with 80,000 dots. Okay? I just want to have a show of hands. How many can roughly get the idea of the whole question? Can understand, can get? Can, okay, very good. So, that is your question 1 of practice now 4. Now, I can see people practically copying down answer that this you didn't do. Then, in the end, if you fail your exam, right, it's your fault. You understand? Because I'm not someone that's very unclear in my instructions. Do you follow? And I keep my words. I walk my talk, I don't just talk and talk. Understand? Yes or no? Yes, Now I'm going on to question number 2. Okay? Let's look at question number 2. This is question number 2, Consider the following number sequence. They give you something like that, right? Then they have 1, 0 is k plus 1. Now, what do you mean by k plus 1? That means this is one number, right? And this will be one number more than this number, correct? I mean, one more than the previous number, correct? Okay, now, write down the 8th line in the pattern. Now, I just want to tell you, this is called line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4. Understand? They want which line? 8th line. And I need to warn the class. Tn, this is a subscript at the bottom. T200, this is a subscript at the bottom. Okay? Not T like that. Understand? And we never use superscript because this one is T to the power of 200. We always use subscript. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Okay? Alright. Now, then, deduce the value of K. Right, will there be a line with 342 on the left-hand side? Left-hand side is this one, correct, times 9. Can you see 9, 9, 9? Understand? Okay. What's the value of K? This one by guess and check, you can get it. Do you agree K is 10? Because 10 times 11 will give you 110. This one must be 1 more than this one. Correct? This one guess and check can. Okay? Now, will there be a dot with dots 3, 4, 2? Now, you go and check now. 3, 4, 2 is actually 18 times 19. It must be consecutive numbers, right? So, yes, there will be a line with 3, 4, 2, okay, on the left hand side. Now, why did I write that in red? How do you know where to start? Right? You cannot be starting from 1. Actually, you take square root. Okay? Then it will give you two numbers that's roughly the same. Right? Square root means the two numbers times together must be the same. Right? So can you see it's between 18, 19? That's why you try 18, 19 can already. I'm giving you a strategy. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Okay, so that you don't have to go and say, oh, die already, this is 8. Then I'm going to put 9 times 10. You know, 10 times 11. By the time you times finish at the end of the world. You understand what I'm talking about? So this is a strategy that I want to give you a hint. Okay, if you want to write down the hint, please do so. So that in exam you can remember. Okay, but if you think that you can remember and you write down, it's also fine. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Okay, so that is the question number 2. How many of you can do question number 2, but you didn't think about this hint? So are you clear now? Okay, good. Question number 3. This is a very long one. Question number 3. The first 4 figures of the sequence is as shown. Question 1, part 1. Draw the next 2 figures. Copy and complete the table below. Find the total number of dots needed to form a triangle with a base that has 100 dots. Will there be a figure with 9,999 dots? Okay. I'm going to show you the answer. Now, do you get figure 5 like that? 5, 6, and then it goes all the way. Actually, all these are triangular numbers because they form triangles. Can see? Okay. Now, then I'm going to fill up the blanks. 1. Can you see that when it's 1? I can see the pattern now. 1 times 2 over 2, right? Then 2 times 3 over 2, right? Then 3 times 4 over 2, 4 times 5 over 2, right? Correct? I think you can guess that. Okay? Alright. Then you follow 5 and 6. 5 and 6 will be correct. Then what will be n? N will be 1 and then n plus 1 over 2, right? Correct? Yeah? Okay, n plus 1 over 2, correct? Okay, good. Now, find the number of dots in the find the total number of dots. To form a triangle, the base is 100 dots. So, number of dots will be this one, right? 5050, is this correct? Yes, okay. Now, part 4. Will there be a figure with 9999 dots? Okay. Now, this one a bit difficult to solve. Can see it? Can you see what I'm talking about? Now, I'm going to show you something. Okay, all of you look up here. Don't do first, don't do first. Do you agree that if you have 9999 dots, this will be equal to 9999, right? Correct? So if I leave this here, I must times 2, right? It become like this, right? Correct? Now, look at the hint, it's the same. If you take square root of this, you will give you 141.41, right? So actually, I just try 140, 141 over 2, 141, 142 over 2, right? Alright. I use the formula that you give. Remember, just now the formula was this. Okay, now look up. When it is 140, it is 9870, right? What about when it is 141? It's what? 10011. If you use a calculator. Can you see 9999 falls in between? This is 140 figure, right? This is what? 141 figure. That means this one was somewhere in between. Can it exist or not? No. You understand? No. Because this one is in the middle. You see, I show that it's in the middle. Are you clear? Okay? So, the answer will be, there will be no figure with $9,999. Everybody clear? Once you show me this and put here in the middle, it's very clear that there is no figure. Do you understand? Because you cannot have a fraction. Is everyone clear with what Mr. is saying? If you want to go outside and run, you may do so. Is this okay? Yes or no? Okay. I just want to ask, you tell me frankly, okay? Who didn't try now? That means you try now, but some parts cannot do, is it correct? Okay, good. Now, this helps aim is not everybody get 100 bucks now. I just need you to try your best. Do you understand? This is life. If you tell me you have tried your best and it's still like that, it's fine. But if you have not tried, then it's not fine. Do you follow? Huh? Okay? So are you okay with these three examples? Or these three words? Okay, now I'm going on to the next example. Can you all turn to this thing called Fibonacci sequence? Now this Fibonacci sequence is a very popular sequence in mathematics. Some people can even use Fibonacci sequence to compose songs and so on. Okay. Now, Fibonacci sequence is like that. All of you look. First 2, 1, 1. Then I will have, sorry, not 3. This is what? 2. Then I have 3. Then I have 5. Then I have 8. How do you think I can get to the next term? Can you see I add the previous 2 terms? What do you think will be the next term? 8. No. What's the next term? 21. Then it goes up. Fibonacci sequence is to add the previous 2 terms. Understand? If you turn to page 193, can you see this? So can you fill it in for me? 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 30, 21, then 34. This is called Fibonacci sequence. Understand? So when people ask you what's a Fibonacci sequence, this is a Fibonacci sequence. Okay? Why Fibonacci sequence is so popular? Because you know some flowers, their number of petals follows the Fibonacci sequence. Number of petals of the flower. It's true. Can you see the first one? White color, lily, whatsoever. Can you see? This is in nature. Now I don't have time to bring you to botanic gardens to see all these flowers. You just go and explore. But don't go and anyhow plant flower and cannot find first. Understand? Okay, so this is called Fibonacci sequence. Are we clear? And in fact, Fibonacci sequence can also predict. You know, rabbits, they reproduce very fast. So 1 and 1, 2, they come along. You know how many of you have white mouse? You keep white mice. They also produce very fast. Okay? Alright? Understand? Hamster. Hamster usually you don't keep a lot. Then it becomes a hamster farm. Okay? Alright, are we clear about Fibonacci sequence? Yes, Okay, now next. Look at page 194. You have Fibonacci sequence and golden ratio. There's this thing called golden ratio. You know TV? How we know what by what? They use the golden ratio. Okay, you can read more and you Google about it. Will that be okay? Will that be okay? I just inform you, okay? Alright, good. Next, I'm going on to the next example. It's not true. Okay. Now, the number of carbon atoms and hydrogen atoms of the first four members in the family are given in the table below. Copy and complete the table. Now, can you see? This one will follow. This one is what? 4, right? Then after that, what is this? Plus 2, right? So what will be 5? 5 and 12. What will be this? 6 and 14. Okay. What will be the nth term? This will be n, right? Okay. Now, of course, we know it's plus 2, right? This is our term 1, right? Correct. Can you tell me what will be term 0? 2, right? So, term 0 is 2, right? So, what will be my nth term? 2 plus 2 times n, right? Correct. So, you can write down here 2n plus 2 or 2 plus 2n. Are you clear? It's following what I have taught you. Just that now, the term 1, term 2 is written vertically. Are we clear? Okay, so we know that the nth term is 2n plus 2, right? I'm going to continue. Okay, can we look at the next two parts? These two are important. Okay, the one to listen to me also can. Want to learn here also can. But don't come and tell me I didn't teach. Understand? Okay? You want to talk to a friend and go and talk. Permission granted, no story. Go. Sit outside, talk your heart out. Go. Can I continue? Okay. Part 2. It's not part 2 that I'm worried about part 3. Okay? If a member of the family has 30 carbon atoms, how many hydrogen atoms does it have? That means my n is 30, right? Alright? So, how many hydrogen atoms will be what? 2 times 30 plus 2. So, this is what? 62. Are we clear? Are we clear so far? Yes or no? Okay, yes. Alright. Then I need to ask this class a question. What's the answer for this? What's 1 square? 1. 2 times 1 is what? 2. 2 plus 1 is what? 3. How come a lot of people give me 5? You mean 1 square is 2? 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5. I'll throw you out of the class. Do you understand what I'm talking about? You must be careful, okay? Yes? You cannot. This square belongs to this, you only do this. I told you all before, right? So you must remember. Okay? Now, next is the next one that is very important. The open question of part 3. Are you ready at the back there? In front there? Part 3. A member of the family has 52 hydrogen atoms and A plus B carbon atoms. Given that A is an even number and B is an odd number, find a possible value of A and of B. That means there are many, many possible values. Okay? Now, what do we mean by that? I'm going to show you over here. That means, I cancel this. There's a particular family that has 52 hydrogen atoms, right? And this one is A plus B. Understand? Okay? Then, given that A is an even number, that means this guy is even, and this guy is an odd number, find a possible set of values of A and B. Okay? Now, this is 52. That means Tn plus 2 must be 52, right? I want all to look at the board. Look at the textbook. You might not understand. So 2n is 52 minus 2. What's 2n? 50 plus n. 25, right? That means this one must be 25, right? Correct? Okay. I will have A plus 25. They tell you A is even and B is what? Odd. Now the textbook suggests this is 22, this is what? 3, 25. Correct? What is another possible set that you can give me? This one is 12, this one is 13. Also correct? Correct. But one must be even, one must be odd. That is what we are talking about. This is just an extension. Understand? Extension of what we know, because there are many possible sets of answers. Are you clear? But basically we are still doing what we always do. Is everyone clear with what I'm saying? No problem here? Or sit up properly, look at the board. Are we okay? Can Okay, good. So that is your example 5. Later on I will go through the homework. But I want you to look at page 199, question number 8 first. This one. Because this Pascal triangle is also very famous in the maths curriculum. Okay? Now, I want you to take the answer down, okay, on page 199 itself. Understand? Okay? Here you go. Is that coming up in the number method? No, right? Okay, I see page 199. Okay. Now, what is the Pascal triangle? All of you look up. It's always like that. Understand? All look up. What's this plus this? 2. Then you add with 1 again. You start with 1. What's this plus this? 3. This plus this? 3. Then you add with 1 again. Start with 1. What's this? 4. What's this? 6. What's this? 4. Then you add with 1 again. Understand? Okay. Then the question says, write down the next line. Okay. Tell me what will be the next line. 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. Can you write below here? Can you write below? The next line will be 1, 5, so on and so forth. Are we clear about the Pascal triangle? Okay, you will notice because this particular sequence will again come up in Sec 3 when you do binomial theorem in your A-maths. Whatever that you know, Sec 3 of them, okay? If you are under me, alright? Now, copy and complete the table. All look up. Now, this one, don't need to worry. In Sec 3, you will learn anything to the power of 0 is 1. Anything to the power of 0 is 1. It's by definition. Okay, so, of course, 2 to the power of 1 is 2 lah. Right? What's 2 to the power of 2? 4 and so on. Understand? Okay? Alright, now, I want you to look at this particular pattern. The next one will talk about here. I'm serious. Later I just call it just here. Alright. Next. Can we look at the table? Can you tell me what will be my 6th line? Will be this one, right? Alright, then can you see this is plus, our plus, right? 1 plus 5 plus 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 1. This will be equals to 32, which will be 2 to the power of 5. Right? Can you copy that down? On line 6. must be strictly powers of 2, right? Now look at the last question. Will there be a line in the pattern if a sum of 3072? Explain your answer. Okay. Now I'm going to show you what we learned in chapter 1. All of you listen to me, please. Because I can just infuse 2 chapters into 1 and see if you understand. Okay, now I want you to look at my answer here. Now, remember we did prime factorization? Yes or no? Okay, now all of you look at the prime factorization of 3072. I will do all the way until here I get what? 3. How many 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9. So this one can be written as 210 times 3, right? Is it in the form 2 to the power of something? No, there's an extra one. 3. So can it be a third in the sequence? Yeah. So since this cannot be written as powers of 2, because it's powers of 2 and 3, okay, there will not be a line in the pattern with a sum of 3072. Are you clear with what I'm saying here? Okay, alright. Can you take this down on the blank space beside your question 8? This is very important. Are we clear? Okay. Then I want you to work out for me. Will there be a term with 4096? All of you try now. Will there be a term with 4096? Someone already gave me the answer. Will there be a term with 4096? This is what? 2 to the power of 12. So can I? Can I? Okay. Try another one for me. Will there be a term with 2560? This one can? This one can? No, you must tell me what's the prime factorization. What is this? A prime factorization. Don't use your calculator, you just stare at me. The answer will not pop out on my face. Some of you are very good, you are doing with your calculator. Thank you very much. What is this in prime factorization? 2 to the power of 9 times what? 5. So can I? Cannot, huh? Because no strictly power of 2, understand? Can or cannot? I'm giving you a lot of extra things here because I need you to understand. Everybody clear? Everybody clear with what I'm saying? Okay. Now, later on when we are doing 7B homework, okay, I'll be giving you back exercise 7A. You just follow it in, just take note of the corrections because I've done everything already. I don't wish to mark the corrections because I'm marking my own work. Is that understood? Just find out where you went wrong and then do the necessary corrections. Okay? Remember what number is it on the content page? Now I read what? Now it's 19. Oh, okay. Can you write down 19? Today's date is still finish what I can today. Those that I cannot finish, you are supposed to complete it tomorrow during HBL. Friday, bring back the set of work. Okay? Can? Because I realize that some people, when I ask you to do homework, you never do one. You only copy what I do in class. Then you are certainly going to fail. Is that clear with what I'm saying here? Okay, what did I say? Matthias, can you tell me? Matthias, can you tell me what did I say? He cannot answer me. Look, what did I say? All the homework must finish by tomorrow HBL and bring it back on Friday. Friday still 1A textbook. Understand? Next week, what textbook? 1B. Okay, very good. Now, which questions do I want you to do? Okay. I'm going to do it together with you. Will that be okay? The first few questions, alright? Alright. Let's take a look at question number 1. Nobody's to do yet because you always give me rubbish. You must know how to present your work properly. All of you look at question number 1. This is the question, right? Alright, okay. All look up. So you cannot see. The first 4 figures of a sequence I showed. Draw the next 2 figures of the sequence. Copy and complete the table. Find the values of n for which your circles in the figure have 28 intersections. Okay. I want all of you to look at the board first. Don't do first. Figure 1 is 1 circle, right? Figure 2 is what? 2 circle with 1 intersection, right? Figure 3 is what? 3 circle with 2 intersection. How about figure 4? 4 circle. Okay. You tell me. You don't just anyhow draw the pics. Part 1. Can you write down figure 5? What should it be? How many circles? 5. Can you draw properly? Next one. Can you draw figure 6? Draw properly. I must be able to see the intersection. Okay, next thing. Can you draw this table for me first? Can you draw this table? Figure number of intersections between the circles. Draw the table on the foolscap. Draw this table on the foolscap. Then I want you to do the observation. And all of you look up. This is the only question I'm going to go through. The rest you're going to do yourself. Tomorrow you'll do HBL and bring it back on Friday. Is that clear? Is that clear? Okay. Can you see when this is 1, this is 0, right? When this is 2, this is 1, right? When this is 3, this is 1. 2. Then 3. n minus 1. Okay? Can you all see the relation? Can or not? Can, huh? Okay, now part 3. Find the value of n for which the circles in the figure have 28 intersections. That means n minus 1 is 28, right? Correct? What is the value of n? What's this? Plus 1. Yes. So what's n? 89. Are we clear? This should be the way that we should present. Not any old how. Everybody clear? Okay. I already said copy the table. Who's the one asking the question? Yes. I already said copy the table and fill the blanks. Copy and complete the table. Don't just give me like that. I don't want it. Okay? Alright. Can you now continue these 4 questions? Let me repeat what I want to say. All of you look at me first. Don't do. When the question say draw, you draw nicely. When the question say copy and complete the table, you must copy and complete the table. Don't just give me the answer, understand? I'm talking to you. Can you understand?